Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Dr. Marie here. I'm back with Health and Wellness, the Q&A session. So, as it is, usually I tell you send me your messages, message me through the channel, and let me know about your questions. And certainly, you guys did, and I'm completely flooded with questions, and I'm gonna make sure to find the answers of everything that you've sent me. So for today, we have Susie from Colorado. Who would have thought? And she's asking, how do you move on after you've made a lot of mistakes? Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. But making mistakes is not the end of the world. No matter what it is, you always have a chance. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're here, you always have a chance to fix whatever it is that you messed up in the past. So the first thing I would say is change your perception, because the minute you start calling mistake, it's very hard for you to learn from it, because your perception is on mistake. It's an experience. It was the school of life. You learn whatever you needed to learn. So now how are you going to use the positive, the outcome? How are you going to use that and turn it into a positive outcome? Because in life, we know once it's a mistake, it's something negative. So if you're focusing on negative, it's going to be hard for you to draw something positive from it. And again, it's life. I can't even say there are no mistakes, because it's all about learning, because our mind, again, when it comes to mistake, will sit there and stare at negativity. And that's not what it is. When it comes to life, you're going to have mishap. And all you got to do is learn what you need to learn. Take what you need to take from the situation, from the moment, from whatever it is. Take what you need to take from it and move on. Because sometimes when you don't take what you're supposed to learn from it, it keeps coming back. If you had a bad boyfriend, a bad girlfriend, and for whatever reason you did not grow from that experience, it will keep resurfacing. It will keep showing itself. I remember someone once told me, oh, I'm so bad, I can pick out any bad guy from any crowd. I can just go anywhere in the world, and it's so easy for me. And if that's where your focus is, of course that's what you're gonna get as an outcome. You're never gonna get the positivity, because in your mind you're already thinking, you're already staring at the negative. Practically, when you make quote unquote mistakes, you're supposed to be wiser. If you were cooking and you burned the food, you know exactly what caused that. It's either because the fire was too high, or maybe your cooking pan was too thin, or it was not meant for it. You just gotta find the reason for it, the reason for whatever reason the food burned, and then next time, so you don't do it again. But if you keep using the same cooking pan, you keep leaving the fire at the same level, you keep using the same ingredient, you'll never find out what happened. So you gotta analyze your situation and say, okay, I see where the issue was, and I'm going to address it. For example, have you ever seen maybe some girl or some guy you used to know, and you're like, wow, this person used to be so bad, and now they're married, they have a good life. That's not right, that's not fair. But guess what? It is okay, because what happened is that they made a lot of mistakes in their youth, and they learned to grow from it. What happens with our good girls and the good boys today is that when you go to a situation, you're not learning what you're supposed to be learning from the situation. Instead, you're lamenting on, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. I can't believe he lied to me. I can't believe she did this to me. I can't believe that happened. You're lamenting on the situation so much that you forget to take what you needed to take from it. So again, my dear friend Susie, how do you move on after a lot of mistakes? Just move on. There's nothing that you're waiting for. You're not waiting for heaven to come down. How do you move on? Day to day, you move on step by step. You're not just gonna, God forbid, let's say if someone had an experience with a car crash, you're not just gonna get up from the hospital and walk out. But day to day, you're gonna go to rehab, you're gonna take your medication, you're gonna do step by step, and that's how you move on. There's no quick way to do it. eventually it's as you go in life, you'll find new ways, new tricks, new meanings, new values on how you can move on with life. Again, it's Reverend Dr. Marie. It's always a pleasure for our health and wellness Q&A session. I hope to hear from you as well. In the meantime, you take good care of yourself. Move on from whatever mistakes you made, because it's not the end of the world. Thanks for listening. Until next time, share and subscribe.